Hello, Collective. Thank you for stopping in to J Jaguar Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and get a quick read out here for you today. I hope all of you are doing well. Let's go ahead and get started. Oof, I just burped. Oof. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. We'll start with the tarot first. Oh wow, that was quite a bit. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles upright, Judgment upright, Queen of Wands upright. The Page of Cups upright. The Nine of Swords reverse. A King of Cups upright. The Wheel of Fortune upright. Wow. What do we need to know, Spirit? A Empress reverse. Man, we have the Tower reverse at the bottom of the deck. You know, I'm just gonna come out and say it because it's the first feeling I got out here. There's a fake ass apology out here, guys, coming from an Empress reverse. Again, I don't know. I feel like this came out before. Because they're in a Tower reverse, you know. Shit is bad. They feel like some, you know, Page of Cups offer from an immature Empress reverse who cloaks themselves to be something that they're not. You know, they're overwhelmed and they're trying to figure out a way to fix their position because this Tower reverse is something serious. Someone keeps giving to a situation that is going nowhere. Somebody wants power and domination over another person. Somebody wants some type of attachment, some type of string attached to you, Collective. That's what it feels like. Someone wants to attach something to you. Somebody wants some kind of attachment to you. Oh, you know. I'm seeing your energy as this Queen of Wands energy or this King of Cups energy. Place yourself where you need to be, but there's two people out here who have a Wheel of Fortune. Someone is under judgment for messing with a Wheel of Fortune involving two people. One who's very creative and one who's emotionally balanced. A supportive leader, someone who's very empathetic. Someone's determination to succeed and be confident and courageous and independent. This is who this Empress reverse person wants to come and apologize. But it's because for some reason this Wheel of Fortune, it's for this Wheel of Fortune. Like this Empress has their eye on this Wheel of Fortune for these two people. There's some type of rebirth happening between these two people. There's a calling here, some type of new phase rolling in, a reckoning, an awakening, some type of forgiveness or mercy. In the past, somebody was trying to figure out their priorities, trying to manage their time, responsibly, trying to adapt to this wheel of fortune turning. Someone's had to balance some decisions, make some choices. Whoa. I just see the Queen of Wands, not Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords fall out of the deck with another card. 7 of Pentacles. So this Queen of Swords cut this Empress reverse off in some form. They didn't see a long-term view. They decided to invest in themselves. Someone decided to do their due diligence, persevere through something, and aim for sustainable results, invested in themselves. This was divinely guided with the number 7. We have Taurus, Virgo, Libra on these cards. Wow, look at this. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there is something big here. Something big rolling in for this Queen of Wands. And it seems like some type of partner, a King of Cups. These could be men or women. This Empress reverse could be men or women. You know, switch the roles as they need to be. These are energies. Place yourself where you need to be. You could even be this Queen of Swords, man or woman. Take it as it resonates. But someone said something, spoke something in this Queen of Swords energy. And then, you know, proceeded to obtain a long-term plan or to put hard work into something that would eventually pay off into some type of 10 of Pentacles. If this is you, collective, you have a lot of ideas. You have this free-flowing energy. It's very beautiful. You could have fire or water highly aspected in your chart. You really like to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. I think you know that this apology is just, you know, it's fluff. It's a creative opportunity that an Empress reverse came up with to try to present to someone in some form because of whatever is coming towards you. Some type of teamwork, collaboration, with the 3 of Pentacles coming out here at the bottom of the deck. I'll go ahead and read out the signs. We have Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini. Someone was going through some inner turmoil, like they didn't know what to do, like in the past or something like this. We have 33 coming out here, 22, 1, 2, 3. Something is progressing forward. It seems like a King of Cups. At one point, you know, maybe when they weren't the King of Cups and they were on their way to being the King of Cups, you know, when these energies come out in these reads, and I talk about them, right? Emperor, Empress, upright. Just because they're emperor or empresses now doesn't mean they were always in that energy when they were going through things. People in the comment section, I just don't have time to explain shit to you. Watch the whole reading or, you know, whatever. But just because their energy's like that right now doesn't mean they were always in that energy. You have to think that somebody had to go through some things to get there first, right? They had to go through some things, knights, pages, all the way up to queens, emperors, empresses. Things are progressing forward for these people in a positive direction. Somebody wants to get in the way of that. Somebody struggled with something heavily in the past. Some type of secrets or deep-seated fears someone's releasing. I am thinking it's this King of Cups person because of the 9 of Swords out here. Something that they couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep. It was always in their mind, back and forth. They didn't know what to do. They felt like their decision-making was off. At some point, this person had to go through judgment. They came out on the other side in the upright. So it's like they figured out something, had some type of awakening, reckoning, something here like that. It's like the divine, you know, the divine is always merciful, graceful, but, you know, there is another side to that. Everyone thinks the divine is just, you know, all elegant, all this, all that. No, the divine can be very angry, very jealous God, very scary, you know. And when he decides to, after giving you so much grace, after giving you so much, you know, mercy, he can, you know, he can taketh away things that he's given to you. And I feel like that's happened to someone in this situation. And it's kind of changed their life around for the better, like kind of like a baptism by trial or something like that is the kind of energy I'm getting out here. Both of these people, Queen of Wands, King of Cups persons, could have walked their own awakening journey in some form. But something about them collaborating with that Three of Pentacles is bringing in some type of Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles energy, very beautiful energy. Somebody out here is very vampiric. Somebody wants energy because they're lacking it right now. It's this Empress reverse person. And this creative idea that they've come up with to project some type of sensitivity that isn't honest, it's going to get them caught up. This person is not being sensible, and these other two people are. It truly does feel like someone trying to force their way into a situation, into a lover situation, with possibly 2 starseed earth angels. Look at the cards that came out. The Lovers and Temperance. 2 people who are very balanced, patient. They've done the work, sticking to moderation, being sensible. They're finding their purpose. They have passion, values, and it almost feels like deep love for one another. Sagittarius, Gemini energy. These 2 people have went through some type of transition. They've left things behind. They're releasing baggage. They've done the work. All right, let's see what else comes out. What should I grab next? What else do we need to know out here, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. I'm telling you, these 2 people, the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, they've been listening to the message, the intuitive messages they've been getting from the universe and their angels. Something about this situation has awakened them up to each other. If you notice in this, it's happening now. Like in this section, whenever you're seeing this read, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. It's like this is like swirling around in a bubble or in a hurricane, whatever you want to call it. And this Empress is at the bottom of the wheel, thinking of some way to stop this from happening, or whatever is happening right now. At some point, somebody wasn't listening to the advice the divine was giving, or their ancestors were giving, or their intuition was giving. It's like they were lost at sea, you know what I mean? They were just drifting in the wind somewhere until they like woke up with that Judgment energy, or something is awakening in both of these people. Both of these people may have really had to think about themselves and forgive themselves very deeply for, you know, whatever they needed to forgive themselves for. Sure, you can ask the divine forgiveness, right? You can ask the divine to forgive you But the real forgiveness is trying to forgive yourself for whatever it may be, you know. That's the hard part. And also forgiving others who have, you know, trespassed against you is also another hard part. And I feel like both of these people have done that. That's why they're sitting in the upright. But in the near future, someone is trying to block something here. Energy of love. Behold the world through the eyes of love. Yes. The Lovers. I mean, we've seen it, guys. We've seen it. Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Both of these people. There's some kind of connection there. An energy, an energetic exchange of some sort. One sees the other one as a light being in some form in their life. It's like when these two people make eye contact or look at each other, there is some type of resonance there of some kind that runs very deep below the surface. Maybe, you know, something about this Nine of Swords in the past. Someone felt like reaching out. Maybe they felt like they weren't ready because their priorities weren't straight. Kind of like maybe they didn't know, or they didn't realize, or something like that. Or they were scared. That's what I'm getting. Both of these people could have been scared of like whatever. They could have been scared of whatever like happened, I guess. Like ran away from each other, or hiding something from each other. They were hopeful. Someone was just undecided about whether or not they wanted to take that step, or if they were ready to take that step. That's what it feels like. Someone may have thought the connection was some type of illusion or some type of magic. We have Heart of the Matter. Align life's pathways through the heart. Wow. Someone could see someone as their like, I don't know, like an angel of some sort. Like, you know, walking through this harsh life, feeling like nobody understands you, or nobody out there, like the person you've always wanted doesn't exist type of energy, or someone who would understand you fully doesn't exist in some type of, you know, in this realm, right? And then all of a sudden you run into them. You're like, holy crap. And, you know, depending on what happens in that, like it could be very, I want to say turbulent, because you've lived your life so long a certain way, right? Thinking a certain way, yada, yada, yada. And then all of a sudden it's just like, boom. Like, I don't know. It almost feels like a light switch turning on or something like that. I like to call it an energetic exchange. But it's like a key, something where it unlocks some type of awakening for both of these people. These two people had to go through a lot of ups and downs, but whatever this is coming together seems like fate. It does feel like some type of union between two people. It's always been destiny. There's good luck a part of this connection. Move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. I'm telling you, someone had to forgive themselves for something here. That's why, you know, the Judgment is in upright, and the King of Cups is in the upright, and the Queen of Wands is in the upright. It feels like reconnecting with Source in a form. Someone is finding out who they really, really are beneath this fleshy vessel, you know what I mean? There's something here about like major empathy, like both of these people could be very empathic and pick up on energy, like being around a crowd or being, you know, you pick up on all kinds of energy because you're super sensitive to it. And it's like, these people had to like figure out ways on how to protect themselves from energy they don't want to absorb. Or maybe this was a secret that this was going on, and this is what these people try to run away from. You know, run away from the fact that they had some type of, I don't know, I want to say super empath DNA. I don't know. That's what it feels like. Something about the meeting or whatever. How these people came together was very unexpected or unpredictable. Accepting challenges, trust your inner resources. See what I'm saying? It's like both of these people are now starting to understand like what it is. This, I want to say superpower. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's what it feels like. Empathic superpower to pick up on things that other people don't pick up on. Energies that other people don't pick up on, or see things that other people can't see below the surface. And it's like now these two people are starting to develop these skills with the help of also their spirit guides. Someone feels very naked, it feels like, in front of the world. It does feel that way. Like someone feels naked in front of the world, or naked in front of this person, or both of these people feel naked in front of each other. It's like they can't really hide from the other person. Someone wants to bare their soul. Challenge was accepted here. A challenge was accepted here. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Yeah, there's something that this Empress reverse person can't hide from these people. Both this Queen of Wands and this King of Cups, you know, they're staring at this Empress reverse, and they see right through them, just like they would probably see right through any other person because of just their abilities to do so. So whatever this Empress reverse person is thinking about doing, it's not going to work. These people can see through them. Whew, I got mad allergies, guys. Return to joy. We are here to experience joy. So I'm getting that this Page of Cups, immature Empress reverse person, it's almost kind of like dealing with a teenager. They see something glittery, right? Glowing. They want a piece of it. So they're figuring out on how to be a part of it, how to get a piece of it. But it's only to like ride the wave, you know? It's like ride the wave. If you look at this card, it looks kind of like a wave, like a surfer, you know what I mean? Maybe you surf, I don't know. There is a lot of water out here. One or both of you could have a lot of water in your chart, or someone here does. But the realization is that this Empress reverse person just wants to ride the wave of whatever this Wheel of Fortune is. They don't want to be swept up in the wave or broken by the wave, you know. They want to be on the top of the wave. That's what this Page of Cups is about. Once this person gets their way, it's like they're just going to become selfish, you know, like they are, the Empress reverse. They're going to do the cheating stuff, infidelity, anxiety. This person is just going to cause more problems for themselves because they refuse to grow up and learn. They don't want to do the work. They want to ride another person's wave, you know. They want to knock someone off their board and ride the wave. Like, it's not going to work out for this person. It's like they want to have other people do the work while they just chill. And something about this person knowing or feeling something huge between these two people, and they want a piece of it. That's what it feels like. They want a piece of it. They want to smell it. They want to touch it. They want to lick it. I don't know, but it almost seems a little obsessive. This person could have been doing this a long time, trying to butt their way into this or attach themselves to this in some form. The Explorer. Somebody wants to explore this connection from the mind to the heart. Will be the longest journey you ever have. And that's what's happening in these two people. Maybe these two people had a hard time, you know, loving themselves or giving themselves credit for just, you know, how amazing they are. The things that they've had to go through to become who they are. And it's all happening. Shadow, yeah, shadow work. There's an immense amount of work between these two people, and it doesn't even feel like they've been around each other. It seems separately. And there were some very, very tough, hard times for both of these people, realizing very deep-seated fears about love and how you accept love, how you give love, and how you love yourself, you know? A lot of healing energy coming from ancestors, angels, spirit guides. These two people really had to reach out to the universe, reach out to source, reach out to the divine, and build a connection. And now the light is shining down on this connection so brightly. It's amazing. Someone feels like they can move forward now. Paradox, yes, there was something here hidden by the universe, worked on by the universe in the shadows. This isn't something that you talk about. This isn't something that you're putting out there on Front Street. This all happens way, way deep down below the surface. Even in the astral realms, when you're sleeping, there's work being done there. You're going places, doing things, learning things while you are sleeping. That's what this is. And, you know, it may have seemed like a very silent or negative situation, like something happening on the surface, right? But I'm telling you, like below, there's something a lot more with that paradox card. Like, I don't know, kind of gives me that rough waters run deep kind of thing. Like, although it may have looked like nothing was happening on the surface, mountains were being moved below, you know? That's what it feels like. Speak the truth. Somebody wants to speak the truth to another person. Part of this Wheel of Fortune is about someone speaking the truth. This is the challenge that was accepted in order for things to return back to balance. Something about the truth being that this was agreed upon to experience whatever this was in this lifetime. To experience one or the other shadow, something like that. To experience a person's shadow, or to experience your own shadow in another person or something like that. Ooh, I'm telling you guys, at the bottom of the deck, it's soul work. So there's definitely something about frequencies, vibrations happening here in people's auras, unlocking things, even doing the deep shadow work, the deep soul work. Someone seeing another person's heart, and, you know, and vice versa. The Alchemist. Wow. So definitely moving mountains below the surface, transmutation. The Alchemist card came out. There's energy work here. Major energy work on both sides of whoever these people are. Both of these people had to surrender. See what they needed to see, feel what they needed to feel, understand what they needed to understand in themselves and the world they see around them. They've had to master something here as far as the 3D realm, alchemizing energy, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to source, and getting creative. Has unlocked some type of freedom here. Somebody's seen something that they haven't seen before, or they did see something that kind of freaked them out, but it's changed their life for the better. Something like that here. All right, let's see what's next. We'll pull out one of these. Attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Yeah, something about this, this work. It wasn't easy work. So if this is you, you are one of these people, congratulations. Congratulations on doing the real work. Getting through it. It does feel like some type of union between either a mentor, a soulmate, or someone who is supposed to come up into your life and elevate it. You have the eyes to see this now. You're resonating at the right frequency to accept this now. You know, I'm so happy for you. Wisdom. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you've learned a lot throughout this journey and it's not over yet. Unconditional love at the bottom of the deck. Wow. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. Yeah. Everybody was a child once, right? We got to play nicely on the playground, but some people grow up to be assholes, so it is what it is, I guess. I know everyone's tired of that saying, it is what it is. Well, sometimes it just is. God has a plan for me. I live here now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Yes, absolutely. Woo! I love it. I love this energy. I'll give you your flowers, collective. Congratulations. That's amazing stuff. All right, we'll go ahead and move into the clarifying deck. Or should I pull out another deck? You know what? I'm going to pull out this one over here. I'll pull out this one. Is there anything else we need to know about this situation? Creativity. See what I'm saying? This Empress Reverse is trying to get creative with something. It's not good. If you do get an offer from someone, I don't know, who's done you wrong, who's tried to block your creativity, who you know has been very selfish towards you, who may have even cheated on you, who's made you feel overwhelmed or tried to mess with your energy in some type of way. I'm telling you, you'll know who this is when it shows up because your energy field will tell you. This person's creative little offer, it's not real. Storyteller, reverse. So this person's lied, told stories about you that isn't true. This person isn't very wise. Their third eye is blocked. Their heart chakra. It's, you know, I don't know, it just doesn't vibrate as high as it should. I feel like this person isn't as empathic as these other two people are out here. But they want to feed off of that, though. Like I said, very vampiric energy. Someone at some point was, you know, feeding off of someone's suffering, which is gross. Reflection. Reverse. This person doesn't want to reflect. This person doesn't want to reflect. They don't want to do the work. They want to ride someone else's wave. That's what it feels like. Loss, reverse. Something about someone accepting this challenge because they refuse to lose something or someone. They refuse to remain in the dark. Something about resilience, persistence. Only this or these people could have done this because of how complex the soul work may have been, or how hard it was to move forward. It was, you know, like the divine knew who his warriors were and what they were going to be able to do in this situation as far as raising the vibration. And they didn't just give this, you know, assignment to just anyone. These people had to be very strong to get through something like this, whatever it was. Something could be happening in fall. Somebody's wild side is being, you know, I want to say refined, or something about the energy calming down. Somebody here doesn't want some type of connection to be healed. They want to still continue to cause delays because they're not ready to be on their own, or someone's not ready for what's coming as far as the Wheel of Fortune not going in their favor. It could be someone's father. Or someone, you know, suffers from some type of fatherly issues. Maybe someone's father wasn't in their life or something like that. There's communication coming for someone here. Someone wants to speak their truth. They're speaking truth twice out here. And communication. There is something here about two people conversing with each other, possibly about how they feel in their heart. Someone wants you to listen, or someone is hoping that the other person is open to listening. All right. And I'll pull out my favorite deck because I like this little deck. Someone here was abused at some point, possibly by a stepfather, or because they didn't have a father in their life. There's friendship, allies, loyalty, trustworthy. So some type of abuse. Someone's loyalty was abused by a woman. I don't know. I didn't really shuffle it, just kind of flipped, but you know, conflict with a woman. Someone's loyalty was abused. There was pain here. This could have been someone's wife, female friend, feminine friend, feminine energy. Take it as it resonates. I don't know what this was. Some type of destiny here. This is destiny coming out here twice. Something is opening up here for fulfillment or reunion or something like that. Woo. All right, let me see if I can shuffle. See what comes out. See if any of those cards come out. Again, since they just kind of fell out, right? Star, upright. So I don't know what is going on with this Empress. The cards keep wanting to seem to fly out there, or that's where they want to go when I feel them coming out. But somebody's wish, right? Somebody's wish to be a part of this, whatever it is. They have some type of false hope here that them trying to that they're supposed to be a part of this in some way, which, you know, they're here, right? They're here They are in some way part of it, but like not in the way I think they want to be. If this person just went in and did the healing work and followed their own path, they would find their own happiness, you know, their own creativity. I feel like all the energy that they're using to put into something that isn't for them could definitely be used for something that is for them. It's just, I'm kind of getting this lazy, like slow, tiring, low vibing fucking energy. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do it. They rather sit around and indulge in their bad habits, whatever they may be, and have someone else do the work. Eventually, this person will progress towards their goals. It could be an Aquarius. This person does find inspiration in this situation, but it's inspiring them in a way where they're like, I want to benefit from this. I want to take a piece of this, instead of inspiring them in like the right direction to go do their own thing. They feel like if they lie, if they put on a show, if they keep putting on more illusions, in some way this will work out for them, but it's not going to. It doesn't even look like it here. They're trying to put on this facade of a healed person, that they have some type of achievement, but underneath it, it's all reverse. This person is not doing reflective work. This person is not creative. This person likes to tell stories that are just bullshit. And now they want to come and apologize, what, from an unhealed, low vibing place? Okay. Whatever. We have public network group reverse. It came out reverse. So there is some type of, I don't know, recognition that someone is not getting here. Or something just is below the surface. It's not very public. It's not out in the open. Or something's being shielded. I feel like something's being shielded from prying eyes, or, you know, it could be like a community or family or something, that when this truth is spoken, right? Speak the truth on the top of this Wheel of Fortune. It's like they're going to go down or something about them going in reverse because of it. It could have something to do with this Empress reverse. This kind of energy keeps coming out lately. Some type of attention is going to be brought to something that somebody doesn't want to lose. So like, you know, when I think of that, somebody has some type of reputation, some type of fame. It could be a group that has a reputation or some type of fame or some type of public notoriety, whatever you want to call it. Some type of attention is going to be brought to them, and it's not the good kind. They don't want to lose something. They don't want to lose something here. They don't want to lose it. So they would rather tell stories, again, next to the storyteller. So there could be rumors, gossip in this group. That's, you know, the truth is going to eventually cut through the bullshit and crumble down something. This is destiny. It's on top of that Wheel of Fortune. We have letter communication again. I'm telling you, someone's coming to speak the truth. There is some type of truth speaking here. It is destined. It is fate. It could even pop up unpredictable. Someone was just like, well, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Like coming up from the depths of wherever this crazy transformation is coming. It could be about a snake in this group who is cheating, lying, who's untrustworthy, who used seduction to get what they need, who uses desire to get what they need. Somebody could be getting released from a group and they don't want this. A man is going to be coming forward and speaking the truth. Or a masculine energy, could be a man or a woman in masculine energy coming to speak the truth. 27, 28, 7, 16, 20, 2, 2, 2. Someone, oh, I just saw that this Empress reverse person, you could be seeing them in your dream. You know this person's a snake. You know this person's a liar. You know this person puts on a facade. Maybe you were getting intuitive messages about this for the longest time. There could have something to do with a letter or document or something in writing heading your way, possibly a text message, email, some type of communication. Somebody could be talking to you about some type of letter they received or something like this. Somebody wrote something down. I get signature on document. That could mean something to someone. Someone is realizing someone is untrustworthy and they're going to speak the truth about a snake. Wow. Or somebody's leaving a group, no longer a part of a group. Someone didn't want to lose this person. A snake didn't want to lose this person from a group, or is trying to rope this person back into some type of network or group or community or family with lies. Someone's finding out about a bunch of lies. Wow. Someone's making the choice to come forward after some type of separation. We have Crossroads 22. Dang, something significant about twos, which, you know, to me means balancing out a situation. Someone's done tolerating a situation. They're making a decision to end separation. They don't want to lose someone. They accepted a challenge not to lose someone, and they're not going to hesitate anymore. Oh, wow. I put the deck down and I didn't even know that there was a card. I put the deck down, right? It was like this. I put it down and there's like luck on the back. Number 2. Something about this situation is very serendipitous, lucky. It's like a glimmer of light in a very hopeless, dark place. Some type of chance here. Someone's going to take a step, take a chance, kind of like the Fool energy, you know? And it's in the upright, so there is lucky energy here. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get the clarifying deck. Someone's home or residence could be involved in the situation. An Aries could be involved in this situation. Chance, luck, fortune. What? Wow. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Luck coming out here. The Wheel of Fortune, like how many times? What was it? Destiny, like 3 times. Luck, 3 times. Changes, transformation, shift. Something about this is going to be shifting things. Some stuff that was, you know, very, very hidden below the surface is starting to come like up. You know, it's starting to rise. Like it can no longer be hidden that something is supposed to be, you know, seen, or something is supposed to be heard. Something is supposed to be communicated. Something is supposed to be felt. Something like this. Hazel eyes. Somebody with hazel eyes could be involved in this situation. Something about balancing out the feminine and masculine energies within as well. Somebody doesn't want this to happen for another person or for 2 persons. Build, improve, repair, start. Somebody wants to start something. Or they want to repair something that was broken. Or repair something that was detached or disconnected. Inside of a home, possibly. Or someone sees another person as their home and they want to build a home with this person or start a home with this person. Repair some type of home with someone, or someone's home could need repair, something like that. Cleanse, sanctification, purge. Somebody is cleaning up the mess, is what I'm getting here. Something about a message about a snake or some type of communication about a snake. This message or communication could bring a lot of healing. I feel like someone doesn't want something to happen here. I feel like it's this Empress reverse person. This person's experiencing a lot of anxiety. They're starting to feel like they don't know what to do, because at one point this person was feeding off the turmoil of something here. They were feeding off of it. They enjoyed it. Something like that here. This person needs to cleanse themselves, purge themselves of this type of energy. Somebody is cleaning out like snakes, maybe people that aren't good for them, because that came out right on top of snake. Cleaning out the lies. There's deception, cheating, desire, seduction on that card. Somebody could be coming forward about someone cheating on another person. This could be news you didn't know about. Maybe this person was cheating on you for the longest time. You had no idea. Something like that. In a home, maybe you shared a home with this person. Grandma, grandparent, grandpa. Somebody's grandma, grandparent, or grandpa could be involved. This could be like on the other side or actually in the 3D realm. Maybe somebody's grandparent is trying to give someone some advice about how to clean up a situation. Masculine energy. I am not your victim. I am your kryptonite. So somebody here was definitely abused in some form. Financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually. But they, you know, decided to grow from it instead of have it turn them into something that they're not. Someone's listening to advice from an older family member or getting advice from an older family member on how to move things forward. Dang, destiny. That's 4 times, guys. That's 4 times. You need confirmation on something that is coming together. There it is for you. 4 times in one read. Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, sick, unwell, illness. So someone here is sick, obsessed, delusional, infatuated. Someone who is obsessed, delusional, infatuated, could be an earth sign, is sick in a home over somebody's destiny, future, or fate with some masculine energy, man or woman. Someone is having dreams about this. Somebody wished for something. It could be an Empress reverse, man or woman who's cheated on someone. This could be the news. Maybe someone didn't know that someone was cheating on someone for the longest time. And now this person's sick. Maybe sleeping around. They pick something up, something like that. Something that they need to heal from. Someone's super infatuated with another person or just very delusional. I mean, I was getting that energy. Like someone feels like they're supposed to be a part of something that isn't their destiny, isn't their fate. It belongs to 2 other people. But they still want to, I don't know, like mess with it. I don't know. Numb, drugged, desensitized, senseless. Yeah. Someone doesn't want to face reality. I'm starting to feel like it's this Empress reverse, whether it's a man or a woman trying to mess with somebody's union. I'm not sure. I just saw Scorpio. You know, they've made some senseless decisions. They could be messing around with substance abuse. That I was getting that energy earlier. Like they don't want to do anything to improve their own lives. They want to ride somebody else's wave so they can keep indulging in whatever bad habits that they have because they don't want to grow up. They don't want to live in the real world or this realm as it is right now. They'd rather be numb to it. They'd rather be numb to their emotions. They rather not feel anything. And they're so obsessed with something that radiates love, which is so strange, you know, in itself. This person is like obsessed, it seems like, with a connection or with energy that two other people have. And that energy radiates, you know, authenticity, love, the divine source. This person could build their own connection with source and follow their own path, but they would rather obsess over someone else's. Is strange. Government official. There could be a government official involved in this situation. Maybe someone works for the government, or some type of letter from a government official could be coming in. You know, lawyer, judge, courthouse, IRS, any of the government agencies. Some type of letter possibly that has someone's signature on it. This signature could be someone's signature that's not supposed to be on there, or somebody's signature that was forged on there. Intuition, discernment, knowing, gut feeling. So someone has a gut feeling about something. A government official has a gut feeling about somebody's obsession with either one or two people, and this person could be sick. Or they tried to make another person sick. Apparition, poltergeist, ghost, spirit. So transmitted demons, I'm getting off of that. Someone tried to put something on another person. Goal, ambition, aspiration, wish. Wish out here twice. This Empress reverse person has been wishing for something that does not belong to them. Wishing for fame. Wishing for, you know, public recognition, wishing for these things. They could even be using some type of spirit demon. This is how they get their gifts, you know, and it's not working for them anymore. It's actually starting to make them a little crazy. Group, clique, community. So definitely some type of group out here. Some type of group is involved in this situation. Somehow, some way. They could be being haunted by a ghost or spirit, or they could be using some type of entity in order to make their dreams or wishes come true, and they're using some type of Empress reverse person for something. You have a gut feeling about this, and it seems that a government official also has some type of gut feeling about this. All right, collective, that was the read. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.